It was the start of a night to remember for hundreds of Weslaco families.
Les damos la bienvenida a cada uno de ustedes y a sus hermosos hijos que han estado aquí con nosotros.
The first ever and inaugural Christmas dinner with the School Board of Trustees and Administrators, that was the title of the event, but there was a deeper and more meaningful cause.
We have a couple of families that we wanted to bring from each district, from each elementary, each middle school, and each high school. It's something that we kind of put together for this year. It's our first annual, and what we're going to do is provide dinner and some toys to some needy families.
Esta noche fue de parte de nuestra mesa directiva escolar.
According to statistics, families considered economically disadvantaged are less likely to participate in their child's education. So with the holiday spirit in full swing, Gonzalez and a handful of school district employees masterminded the VIP treatment of over 100 families in Weslaco that struggle financially, especially during the holiday season.
The whole idea is to be able to just kind of sit down with the parents, with the students, and just help them to see that, hey, you know what, we're just regular people, just like you. You know, you can talk to us, and you know, we need to work together because our children, our students are our future. And in order to help make them the successes that they're destined to become, we need to make sure that we're working together, parents, community, and the school system.
As the families filed into the Maryhogue Middle School cafetorium, they were first greeted by none other than Santa Claus, making a special visit from the North Pole.
Very nice.
Donated professional family portraits helped set the stage for what was about to follow.
Nada es imposible para nuestros niños, y digo nuestros niños porque sí son.
After two formal addresses from the superintendent and school board president,
this is what makes us happy, seeing the kids and seeing the families grow into something more.
The renowned musician, philanthropist, and businessman Alberto Kramerman took to the stage.
Lo que nos falta a todos es amor.
Amor sin fronteras.
Accompanied by local musician, singer, and composer Maria de Luz, it wasn't long before the voices of children joined in.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
It wasn't exactly clear what was said to Kramerman by one of the children on stage, but it was enough to touch his heart and inspire him to give away two of his very own personal guitars.
Seeing Mr. Kramerman up there and getting all the kids up to sing with him and Christmas songs and telling him a little bit about why, you know, how he got to where he is, a successful businessman that, you know, self-made millionaire. So we wanted them to see a role model, a mentor, somebody that they could look up to, at least even just knowing about it, not necessarily being a model for them, but really just knowing that it's possible. And that's what really we want the families to take away, is that they've got the support of the school district. You know, if they need something that they can ask us to help, you know, they know that they can push their kids, because education starts with the family.
Te damos gracias, Señor, que nos has permitido la vida y la salud para poder estar aquí en este lugar, en este evento.
As the families lined up for the Christmas dinner, the menu was more in line with our Hispanic culture than their traditional turkey, ham, or candied yams. But what made this dinner unique, aside from the over 500 plates served and donated, was that there was no head table for the school board members and superintendent or campus principals. Board members sat with their families alongside of other families. The superintendent didn't surround himself with his cabinet members. Instead, he sat with members of the Estrada family.
The one that was amazing is 17-year-old, his sister, 17-year-old young lady, and she's telling me, well, you know what, I want to be a welder. What a great opportunity. So you can go to SDC 2 years and get your certification in welding, and then if you don't mind going to Alaska, $240,000 a year. If you like the water, you can do an underwater welder at $300,000 a year. And if you don't like that, you can still earn $60,000 to $70,000 a year, much more than a first-year teacher. So I said, you know what, great, you know, great dream that you want to be a welder. So again, you know, but she said it with like hesitant that maybe this is not the right thing And when she told me, I said, no, that's a great opportunity. And 2 years of college, and you're certified and ready to go out. So, I mean, these opportunities where I can get the chance to dialogue with kids, dialogue with parents, just about whatever their interest is. And, you know, kind of funny, kind of turned around to education. That even thrilled me more.
There was no shortage of entertainment as members of the Weslaco High School Jazz Band volunteered their evening to the cause. In fact, everyone from organizers to presenters to food services, they were all volunteers giving of their time freely.
The one thing I want for Christmas, that I want for Christmas, is to see all those kids with a smile on their face.
We as a board are very supportive of kids, and these are the types of things that we enjoy. Most of us are here tonight. A majority of the board is here to celebrate with these families because this is what it's all about. For us, this is the motivation when we see the families, because it's not just about the kids, it's about what they represent to their families, which is an opportunity, a chance for a better life, a chance to do something more.
The celebration ended with the highlight of the event. School board members and their ties to the community and businesses arranged for over $2,500 worth of Christmas gifts for every child in attendance. As they lined up for their gift, what we saw next came very unexpectedly. We didn't see the children opening their gifts immediately or even back at their tables. The majority of their children carried their gifts with them as they left the building. One parent was overheard by one of the volunteers. She heard the parent telling the child, "Don't open your gift tonight so that you can have something to open for Christmas morning." Gift and family portrait in hand, organizers, board members, and volunteers all agreed that the event was almost spiritual by Christmas standards. The overwhelming success of the first-time event was at the same time humbling and inspiring, and the start of a new and heartening Weslaco ISD tradition of addressing the needs of the whole child. I'm Steve Valdez reporting for KWES TV.